I'm Lina Liu. My name is Lina Liu. I'm passionate about health and I'm passionate to help people to live a living lifestyle. I'm based in London. I was born in Malaysia, in the south of Malaysia, a city called Batu Pahat, Johor. So some of you are from Malaysia, so you know where it is. So I came to the UK to study in 1996. I came here to study my master at Queen's University. So that was 1996. So you know, you kind of figure out my age. I'm just turned 48 in May, end of May. So when I tell people my age, I get two reactions. One was, oh, what's your secrets? What's your witchcraft? And the second reaction is, oh, you Asian people all look so young. Is that true? Or old Asian people look so young? Is that true? Okay, I'm going to share because, well, genetics. A lot of people knows about genetics, but do you know what is epigenetics? I'm going to share with you the screen. Right. First of all, I'm going to talk about the age. Most of us knew about our chronological age. Can you see the screen? Can you guys see the screen? Okay. So our chronological age is the age which the number which been printed on our passports or in our identity card. So, but there's another age which is our biological age. That's how aging, how our cells has an effect, how the process affects us. So that's our biological age. So now I'm going to share with you what is, well, we talk about genetics. So what is epigenetics? So I'm going to talk to you something really simple. So genetic, when we're born, this is our genetics. Actually, only 20% our aging process, how we live, our lifespan is actually 20% based on our genetics, 80% based on our epigenetics. So tell guys, look at these pictures, look at this man, okay? So which side is genetics and which side is epigenetics? So type in the chat box and tell me. How many of you think which the one on the left is genetics, or the one on the left is genetics or epigenetics, or the one on the right is genetics or epigenetics? Well, I got a lot of answers coming up. Okay. You know, have you heard about a doctor, a professor for Harvard professor called Professor David Sinclair? This man spends all his life researching about aging, about lifespan. He's published for lifespan. He said 20% of our aging and our lifespan is based on our genetics, and the 80% is actually based on epigenetics. And guess how old is this man? This guy was born and grew up in Australia. He lives in America. He's a professor at Harvard University. So guess the age of this man. He's white. He's not Asian, okay? So guess the age. So I want to see the answer. I'm curious to see your answer. Okay, guess the age of this man. So there are different people guessing different ages, right? Right. I was surprised. Okay, just type his age. I'm really when I was look at his age, it's like wow, someone who actually studying about aging, about lifespan. I was like, look at him. Well, I watched many of his webinars and YouTube videos. I was really surprised. This man, he just turned 50, right? 50 years old. Wow. You can go to YouTube and type his name, Professor David Sinclair. I was like, wow, this guy is 50. So looking young, is it only for Asian people? Not really, right? This man, he has he done many medical research studies on mice, what to do, what to give them, do different studies, and he found out only 20% is based on genetics and 80% is on epigenetics. So what are the things which affects our epigenetics? Yeah, these are the things. Okay, so healthy lifestyle is your epigenetics. We eat healthy, we exercise regularly, and stress, reduce our stress. So that is a very big topic. I can't just, tell you. That's like another, webinar to talk about how to de-stress and drink plenty of water. And, we all have Kangen water, not just any other water. So we're going to talk about that later. So look up this man, and he published a book called Lifespan. He's an expert in longevity. It's fascinating, his webinars. Take a look. So next thing, right? Our body, we are the connection of, sorry about that, connections of body, mind, or spirit. Body, mind, and spirit. Everything starts from here, right? Do you agree? So if you think everything starts from of your mind, or your body is separate from your mind, type. If anyone's agree, our health, our body actually starts from our mind, type 1. Yes, I saw 2. 1. Okay. Right, so that's very good. Right, now you see the mind is everything. If you have an unhealthy mindset, everything will reflect in our body, internally and externally. So it's very important we have a connection of our mind, body, and spirit. So next thing is, I have a question to ask you. How do you treat your body? A, look at this picture. A very old second-hand motorbike. I used to have one when I was in Malaysia, when I was studying at University of Malaya in Kuala Lumpur. I used to have one. It's really, really old, and it's really rusty. So, or B, a luxury car. So type in the chat box. How do you treat your body? A second-hand motorbike or a luxury car? A or B? It's always very interesting to see how people treat their body. B? Wow, there are lots of B. Amazing. Okay. So everything starts from the mindset. Yeah, that's good. If you treat your body like a second-hand motorbike, I used to have one, so I know. Right? You trash it, right? You don't really care. And you, when it's dirty, like, oh my God, it's just so crappy, I don't really care, right? And if you treat your body like a luxury car, so what do you do with a luxury car? Do you look after from the inside and the outside as well, right? Inside and the outside. And do you put trash inside the car? So if you own just imagine you own, maybe some of you do, a Bentley or Rolls Royce. Do you put trash inside the car? Do you just scratch it whenever, just dump a lot of stuff, like something not good, and you put whatever fuel not good for the car? Would you do that to a luxury car? Yes or no? So I want to see. No. So now everything starts from your mind. If you start treating your body like a luxury car, then you look after your luxury car from the inside and the outside as well. On the outside, you have to polish it. And from the inside, you have to put good fuel inside the car, right? Next thing, okay, so our body, when you treat now, if you start treating your body like a luxury car, what kind of fuel you're going to put inside the car? Think. What kind of things you're going to put inside the car? So type. What are you going to put inside the car? So I want to see what people are going to say. Yeah, interesting to know. Yeah, okay. Right, so this is our body. So we put, what kind of food do we put inside our body? Water and food, right? Is diet, is water part of our diet? A lot of people, well, most of you are hydration specialists, and most of you do know how important is water, right? But a lot of people still don't get it. So many of you, congratulations. I just heard so many amazing testimonials. Like, I'm so impressed what Karen just shared. And I just, every time I jump on these webinars, I learn so much. So water. So as we know, water is our body is 72% water. A lot of people drink water, drink Kangen water, okay? Do you think if you drink Kangen water, you can just put trash in your body? Can you do that? I'm just curious to know. Can you drink Kangen water and put anything and eat anything you want? You eat hamburgers and not move. You just lie on the couch and drink only Kangen water. You eat anything you want and drink Coca-Cola, drink Red Bull and not move. Just sit there and watch television, Netflix, one after another for days and days and days. Do you think you're going to be healthy that way? So, and well, our bodies are internally, you know, this is the question I put to you and let you think. Internally, we have to put a fuel, water and food, and then we need air. Externally, we need shelter, we need clean shelter, and we have to look after our skin. So I'm going to talk about that later. So as we know, more than 72% of our body is water, right? So it's very important to drink the right water. Look at these people. Have you heard about the Hunza people in Pakistan? So many of the hydration specialists here, you probably heard about Hunza people. These people, they live up to 140 years. And look at this, the father is 95, the son is 78, mother, daughter, they all. So for them, 140 is still like been 75, still half their life to 140, right? So this, what is so special about these people? How come these people live up to 140 years? And women, they can conceive when they are age 60. They can still get pregnant. Wow, what's so special? When I asked people this question in my group, I set up a Facebook group called Forever Young, Forever Health. Many people think it's their foods, it's because they live in the mountain, because they have no stress, because they live in the community. But there are many communities like that in the world, but they don't live up to 140 years. There's a doctor, he's Nobel Prize winner, scientist. His name is Dr. Henry Coanda. He spent 60 years of his lifetime researching about these people. What's so special about these people? And then he finally found out it's because of the water they drink. The water they drink is high in antioxidants. The water they drink is active. It's live water. It's not dead water, live water. And because that live water, that means the water is full of electrons moving around, active hydrogen. That's why the water you drink is high in antioxidants and also high in alkalinity. So what for me, my health, what everyone asks me, Lina, what is your witchcraft? I carry this water. Actually, I carry the 2 liters water, a bottle of Kangen water, sometimes 3 liters with me everywhere I go. So the water I drink is based on this, same like these people. The quality I look for is live water, not bottled water you buy from the supermarket, not tap water. I used to do that, but not anymore when I found out what's in the tap water and what's in the bottled water. So when I look for water, these are the quality I look for. Live water, which is high in active hydrogen, antioxidants, and is also alkalizing, not just alkaline. Do you know the difference between alkalizing and alkaline? Do you know? Does anyone know the difference between alkaline and alkalizing? Alkalizing, well, a lot of people are selling water, like you guys see a lot of hydration specialists out there. People just you can put minerals on it and then they will change the pH. But alkalizing actually is because of the electrons, because it's live water. And when I look for a water device, I also look for medical certificate. So when you're looking, if you guys haven't got one water device, so those are the quality you look for. So I'm going to share with you. This is me. I carry Kangen water. We had about 12 liters of Kangen water. We carry about 12 liters of Kangen water on the plane at Bhutan. That's Liam O'Callaghan. So some of you probably recognize Liam O'Callaghan. He was speaking last week. I think the week before me. Yeah, the week before last. So we traveled to Bhutan together with the Kangen team. And we carry about 10-12 liters of Kangen water on the plane. I travel everywhere in the world with 3 liters of Kangen water on the plane. And everywhere I go, I travel Kangen water because of the superior hydration. Hydration is key in longevity. Hydration is key for anti-aging. So do you know why I managed to carry so much water on the plane? Have you heard of anyone carrying so much water on the plane? Look at what I was holding in my hand. Those are, one of them is medical certificates. ISO, what's the ISO number? 13485? Yeah. And the other one is my doctor's note. That's how I managed to carry carry so much water all around the world. So I just keep drinking the water, drink plenty of water, because I was drinking Kangen water on a plane from London. I traveled from London to Asia. So I moved to London in 1998. I moved to UK in 1996. Every year, I travel back to Malaysia and Singapore. I suffer from terrible, terrible jet lag and sleep deprivations. I try everything, Chinese remedy, homeopathy remedy. I try everything, but nothing worked for me. And last year, in September last year, I carried 3 liters of Kangen water with me. I arrived in Bhutan. I woke up at the normal time. I was like, wow, wow. And then I fell asleep at the normal time. That was like, wow, that really changed. The first time I was like, wow, that's amazing. So hydration. So I already mentioned the amazing properties when you look for water. If you haven't got a water device, so those are the properties you look for. Medical certificates. If you don't have medical certificates and hasn't been endorsed by some recognized, established institutions like American Anti-Cancer Institute, probably the water device you buy is not as good. And next thing I'm going to talk about is foods. Like everyone is very, very passionate in. Everyone's very passionate about food, right? What's your connection with food? Is it emotional connection, nutritional connections, or energy connection? So type in the chat box, I want to see. So people, like most people, like I love food, like everyone, I love food. Okay. So what's your connection with food? Is it emotional connection, nutritional connection, or energy connection? Type in the chat box. So I haven't seen any answer yet. So people love eating. Most of us have emotional connection with food. Or do you think food is just something to make us move, like to make us survive? Most people like me, I do. I used to have really strong connection with certain foods. Sometimes a lot of time when I'm stressed, when I'm bored, I just eat a lot of foods, whatever foods there to satisfy that boredom, or trying to press down that emotion, probably certain emotions. I try to repress that emotion. I'm trying to use food to cover that uncomfortable feeling, or trying to use foods to give me satisfactions. So do you guys resonate with that? Well, remember what Professor David Sinclair, do you know what he said? Well, he spent his lifetime studying about longevity. He said, if I eat anything I want and lie on my couch, I will not look the way how I am now. So as many celebrities. But you might think, if I say celebrities, celebrities, they have plastic surgeries because they have personal trainers and blah, blah. Okay, right. So I don't go there. But I'm not celebrities. I haven't done any Botoxes, no injection, no plastic surgery. So as that doctor. So that's the same principle. So when you have some emotional issues, a lot of time, when we feel hungry, we are actually not hungry. If something else, why not you try to drink the water, drink more water instead, and do some breathing exercise instead of chucking a lot of food. Like I asked the question before, right? If you drink Kangen water, I know our body, most of you know our body is 72% water. Can you drink the water, Kangen water, and chuck anything, eat anything you want? Drink Coca-Cola, drink lots of coffee, drink lots of wine, drink lots of alcohol, smoke, eat lots of crisps, eat lots of junk food. Do you think your body is going to be healthy? No, Jeffrey say no. Exactly. So this is a message to a lot of Kangen distributors. We are representing health. Think about the image. What if you think that all we share is about health? I think many of you, like Corinne and many people I heard of, just so amazed and just so impressed by your stories and testimonials. I'm so honored to be invited to speak today. And you know, we talk about health. The mission is health. So health, being healthy is not only the water. Water is important. So be mindful of what you eat and what you drink. So today I'm going to touch on the subject of food. When we eat, so food is not just food. When we eat, it's about what we eat, when we eat, and how much we eat. So what to eat, what not to eat is also very important. What not to eat. There are a lot of things that look so beautiful, especially in supermarket. The packaging is so good. When you go to a restaurant, they look so good. They taste very good too, but they're actually not good for us. So it's very important to take notes what not to eat. I'm going to share later, and how much to eat, because some of the foods, they're so tasty. I know they're so tasty. We want to eat so much. So how much are we supposed to eat? We never learned this in school, right? I didn't learn this. You know, when I was young, I had a nickname called Gemuk. Gemuk means in Malay means fatty boom boom. A lot of people don't believe me. Well, I grew up, I was fat, I was really chubby. But I couldn't find that picture. This was with my parents in Batu Pahat in Johor. I was so chubby. So I understand being overweight up to for a long time, because I didn't control how much I eat. I was just focusing of eating the food. It gives me satisfactions. So how much is too much? So a good way to measure it is when you eat something. I think when your trousers or skirts or dress are too tight, that's the time to stop. Okay, I don't go too scientific. That's the time to stop. When you're eating something, and you know we all experience it, something is so tasty. So what's your favorite food? Just type in the chat box. What's your favorite food? And you eat like, oh, eat. Right up to the point that you're so full, they're almost sick. I know feeling too well. Okay, I'm just like everyone, but I learn from my lesson. So there's a Chinese proverb. I speak Mandarin too. I'm actually a qualified Mandarin interpreter. I met the president of China in my job. There's a proverb in Chinese: you only eat up to 70% full. So don't eat to 100% and 120%, 150%, right? Because it's so good, just keep chucking it. So there's a good way to measure it. Your weight, when you're eating too much, so your weight, of course, it will affect your weight, your insulin level. So there's a good way to measure your weight. Body mass index. You Google it, body mass index, to find out whether you are whether you're overweight or you are underweight. How do you calculate body mass index? That's a good way to find out whether you are overweight or you're underweight. So your weight in kilos on the top, your weight, my weight is 55, okay? I think 54, around 54 to 55, I haven't weighed myself, and divided by my height. So type in your height. So trying to do a calculation, 55, or I don't know, maybe Jeffrey, I don't know, Jeffrey's weight, probably 65, right? I don't know, this is my guess. 70? I don't know. And divided by your height. My height is 5'4", like 162. Then you know, and whether if you're over 25, the number you get is over 25. That means you're overweight. That is the time when you have to start looking. Maybe I'm eating the wrong food. Maybe I'm eating too much. Maybe there's certain food is wrong for me. Okay, so that's you can Google it. It's very easy to do that. So when you're underweight, you're under 18, then you are underweight. Do something about it. And how often we eat is also very important. Remember Dr. Sinclair, he mentioned he spent his lifetime studying about aging, how to extend our lifespan. He said, actually, when he was doing a study on mice, he found out that mainly is because when he put one mouse and the other mouse, one you feed a lot of food very often, and the other one he only feed the mouse 2 times a day, probably 16 hours, 18 hours in between. So the one which ate less often live longer, have more energy. So intermittent fasting and water fasting, is actually really good for you. So someone who has done a calculation, yeah, that's great. Obesity, exactly, yeah. So eat less often. So if you can do intermittent fasting, has any one of you done an intermittent fasting or some sort of fasting type 1 for me? And if you've done some sort of fasting, maybe, I don't know, at least more than 18 hours, that's called fasting. If you've gone to bed for 10 hours, that's not really fasting, right? You're just sleeping. So 2 people has done fasting. Have anyone done like water fasting for like 24 hours, 36 hours, 72 hours? Some, wow, okay, me, great. Fasting is a great way. 5.5 days. Wow. Tommy has done 5.5 days. I've recently, about a few weeks ago, probably by 8 weeks now, I've done 7 days water fasting. And recently, I think 3 weeks ago, I've done another 3 days. You might be wondering, what is the reason of doing fasting? Fasting, so yeah, 7 days, that's nothing compared to someone I know, Dani, she done 21 days. She didn't die after 21 days. She didn't eat anything. All she drank was this kangen water. When I heard her story, I was like, wow, 21 days? Wow. She didn't die. I didn't die after 7 days. Fasting is actually really good for you. You know, you all got a kitchen sink at home, right? You all got toilets at home, right? What happened when your kitchen sink and your toilet is blocked? When you put too much stuff, my kitchen sink always blocked because it's like long story to check. I'm not going into technical. So, okay. When it get blocked, the same thing with our body, in our system. You have to unblock it. Fasting is the best way to unblock it. The best way to detox our body. So it's not about eating a lot, because we grew up, I think most of us, we grew up in a culture saying that you must eat, you must eat, you must eat. So parents tell you, you must eat, eat, eat. Eat is good. Eating is good for you. But actually eating too much is not good for you. So you can choose. If you do intermittent fasting, I recommend at least like 18 hours intermittent fasting. Actually, I haven't eaten since I think 4 p.m. yesterday. I don't feel hungry actually. So it actually gives you more energy. Try it out. Eat less. Well, the good thing about intermittent fasting, do you want to hear? It's not like I've been hungry, right? Intermittent fasting, number one, it detoxes you, and it's free. You don't spend any money on food. It saves you so much time if you are busy. At the same time, save money. It detoxes your body. The best way to detox your body. But during intermittent fasting, drink water, drink good water. When I started fasting about 7 years ago, a friend of mine told me to drink sparkling water. Oh my God, I didn't know. But that time, I didn't find Kangen water. Kangen water didn't find me. We haven't met each other yet. But when we found each other, we fell in love with each other. Okay, really deeply in love. My friend asked me, do you drink in Kangen water? I said, yeah, yes, I do. Okay, so fasting detoxes you, and you know what it does? Because when we age, our collagens, our cells get damaged, get old. The best way to flush out those toxins and repair the toxins and repair the damaged cells and damaged collagens is drink water and fasting. Fast, the best way, well, I recommend at least more than 24 hours. The best, when you go to 3 days, 72 hours, that's time when the body go to ketosis. Okay, and then you feel actually you will have more energy. So this is not about fasting, but I'll just tell you how foods serve us and how food not serving us. When you're eating too much, eating at the wrong time, and when to eat is also very important. At night time, you know, in Malaysia, I know I grew up in Malaysia, there everywhere you go, like food everywhere, almost 24 hours. In Kuala Lumpur, it's amazing. Like, oh, sometimes you're hungry at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, even 4 o'clock, you go out. Wow, the mamak, well, what do you call it? The mamak store. And you have teh tarik, you got all sorts of foods, roti canai. Sorry, some of you were not from Malaysia, you don't know how delicious they were. They're so tasty, but they're actually not serving us. Okay, some of the food we have to let go of. But thing is, doesn't mean we have to live our life like really strict. It's about 20-80 rules. Okay, 20-80 rules. 20-80. You can have some fun, or you can have your roti canai and teh tarik occasionally, but make sure you do something healthy about it. You do something about it. Not if you just binge on that. If you just binge, doesn't, you know, binge on burgers and chips every day. Jennifer Aniston's she's not gonna look like Jennifer Aniston. Okay, she said it before. Same as me. You can have it occasionally, but do something about it. And also, there's one big thing you have to let go of when you eat is sugar. Okay, how many of you love sugar here? Type type 2. How many of you love sugar here? Well, yeah, curious to see how many of you love sugar here. Is sugar good for us? I know, right? I grew up eating so much sweet foods. I used to eat a lot of milk chocolate. My parents used to drive, because I'm from Johor. My parents used to drive from you know, Singapore and came back eating lots of milk chocolates. They all melted. It's so warm in Malaysia. But you know, I'm in London now. Chocolate rarely melts. But I remember those milk chocolates melted in my mouth. Yeah, sugar. I was addicted to sugar for some time. So, well, this is fruit. So this is food. What kind of food you're going to choose? And you're going to look the food you chosen. You got that's that. You know, is it the one on the left or the one on the right? If you eat a lot of processed food, and that is how you're going to look. If you eat plenty of live food, that's serving you food, live food. Food coming from earth, from sunshine, gives you information, gives you energy. That's live food. If you're eating dead food, those dead food, a lot of processed food actually tastes really good. That's how it's going to serve your body. Right, this is dead food. Okay, so what is live food and what is dead food? Live foods are food that are consumed fresh, raw, and conditioned in like fresh fruits and vegetables that lightly cook. A lot of us love cooking, eating, but if you cook your vegetable for too long, that actually loses the enzyme and nutritional values. I know they taste good, I agree, but when you eat them, the nutritional value is probably so low. They are not live food anymore. They are dead food. So it's about the 80-20 rule. So this, you can take a picture of this. What is good food? What is live food and what is dead food? And live food has the enzyme. A lot of food we eat today, they taste very good. Those processed food like yogurt, and plenty of them, processed foods. But our body hasn't got the enzyme to digest it. If your body don't have the good bacteria to digest it, it's going to cause all sorts of gut issues. So Dr. Chen, Nicholas Chen, last week, he already talked about gut health. So you guys know the importance of gut health. So I'm not going to go through that, but there are certain supplements like enzyme, prebiotics, and probiotics, which we should recommend people to take, but there are not that many good ones, only a few out there, and make sure they are plant-based. Oh, what happens when your body doesn't digest it very well? It causes all sorts of inflammation. So now look at this lady. Guess her age. This woman, guess her age. You think only Asian doesn't age? They are from the West Indies. Both of them, yeah, this is a couple. Guess their age. Guess her age. Guess her age. That's her husband. Her name is Lina Larkins. So let me see, 60, 60, 70, 60, 78. Yeah, some of them 70. If you Google her, okay, the videos of her, she is actually 78. She turned 78. All she eats is raw vegetables and fruit. She grows her own vegetables and fruits in her garden. That's her husband. They are the same age, very sick. I think he's now confined to wheelchair. He's not able to walk properly because he chosen to eat processed foods because they are very tasty, and chosen to drink all the acidic drinks, whatever tastes good in the mouth, but doesn't serve his body, unfortunately. So see the big difference. If you think on black don't crack, how come he cracked and she doesn't? She doesn't crack. So that's the story to make you think. Right. Dr. Nicholas Chen also talk about let food be the medicine. Yes, food is your medicine. Water is your medicine. So be mindful of what you eat and what you drink. So those people who love sugar, How many of these items you actually love eating them? Just looking at pictures. Wow, those sesame sticks. Wow, those bagels, chocolates, biscuits. Wow, do you like them? Wow, they look delicious, right? But do they serve us? Just look at the this is the food you have to let go of. Let go. Learn how to let go of sugar. Slowly, probably. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, sugar promotes diabetes, inflammation, premature aging, and damage to our immune system. And it's really bad for our skin. Really very bad for your skin. So ladies, if you want to have really clear skin, make sure, well, try something. I know letting go of sugar, because it's an addiction. Sugar is very addictive. Letting go of sugar is something, I think, very hard for a lot of people, but we can do something about it. Let's do a 30 days plan. I'm running a 30 days healthy living plan about healthy living. It's not about starving, but if you want to do water fasting, we can do that another time. I know it scares a lot of people when I talk about fasting, right? But first of all, just let go of one thing, refined sugar. So if you can't let go of completely, but there are a way you can replace refined sugar with something sweet. What people like about sugar is because the taste, right? Sweet taste. You can replace refined sugar with some other sweet things, which actually which is not harmful to you. So in my Facebook group, Forever Young, Forever Health, which is free, you can join. I posted several suggestions what kind of sugar replacement you can get. They're available. They don't affect your insulin level. So this is what sugar does to your body. There are not one good things about sugar, unfortunately. Sorry to break your dream. You have to break up with this lover, sugar. So say goodbye to sugar, refined sugar. We can find a better one. Okay. A lot of people replace it with honey, but honey affects our insulin level. When you replace your sugar, make sure, see, sugar is bad for our skin. Make sure whatever you eat, this is a very good scale for you. Look for glycemic index. So food with high glycemic index or any sweet things or sugar replacement, look for the GI. So you can Google it. I don't know all the GI, glycemic index of all the foods. So the higher the glycemic index it is, the high GI the food is, the worse it is for us. So look for the one with low glycemic index or medium. Okay, I know that there are a lot of us, it's very hard to let go of some food, but just use the 20-80 rules. And if one of your favorite foods has high glycemic index, maybe you reduce it, okay? And don't eat those foods at nighttime, 3 hours before you go to bed, because it's going to cause inflammation inside you. So this is a very good chart to know. I'm not going to go too scientific about this. And what I really recommend is raw vegan food. You guys are going to think, oh my God, raw vegan, what is this? I know not everyone can be raw vegan. My diet is raw vegan. Lina Larkin, what you saw, she's a raw vegan. You don't have to aim to be a raw vegan, but if you want to eat healthy foods, raw vegan food is a good guide. Just Google it. There are hundreds and thousands of free raw vegan recipe. You can almost replace any food with raw vegan. Anything like pasta. There are ways to make pasta in a healthy way which doesn't affect your insulin level. So this is just a guide. If you cannot be a raw vegan, I understand, that's fine. You don't have to aim to be a raw vegan, but maybe change it slowly. Have more fruits and vegetables, raw fruits and vegetables in your plate next time. Slowly cut it down. This is a very good guide what you should eat. And as I said before, is our, if you eat too much of those processed food, this is what happens. Your sink is going to get really, really blocked. So do you want to live in a body like a blocked sink or blocked toilet? It's very uncomfortable, right? And I used to suffer from terrible constipation, like really bad IBS. I know exactly what is it like. That's why I started to look into food. Maybe the foods I'm eating and the drinks I was drinking were not serving me. I know, I understand it's hard to let go, but make small step at a time. Everything starts from your mind. So next thing I'm going to talk about is skin. Skin is the largest organ in our body. It's a reflection of our internal health. Do you agree? Yes, you agree? Yeah, a lot of people, well, skin is the largest organ. So skin is like it's like plants. If you look after it, they grow, they glow, they glow. Skin has no gender. A lot of men don't look after the skin, but I know Jeffrey and Gary Gunn do. You guys got good skin. And sometimes I look at like why gay men have better skin than heterosexual men. Do they choose your sexuality? Does skin choose your gender and sexuality? No. Skin is just like plants. If you drink Kangen water, that is good. You're looking after the skin internally. It flush out the toxins. And the good way, like Karin, is it Karin who she shared earlier? This is beauty water. Hydration is key. Okay, I carry this everywhere I go. I spray it because hydration is key. Spray Kangen beauty water. And also protection. Protection is also very important. A lot of people don't do protection, especially men. Sun is really good for us. A lot of you live in countries where there are a lot, sunshine. Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, you got bright sunshine. In the UK, we don't have a lot of sun occasionally. But however, you must look after your skin. Doesn't mean you don't put sunscreen. 10 years ago, when I was flying from Dubai to London, I met the person next to me was a dermatologist. So I grabbed him and I asked him, wow, tell me your anti-aging secret. Tell me. What is the most important thing on skincare? He said, protection, sunscreen. Really? Sunscreen? What about it rains, like rainy days? Because in the UK, most of the time the weather is very cloudy. He said, well, look, even the weather is cloudy, you still have to use sunscreen because there are UVA from the ozone we cannot see in our eyes, but they're actually damaging our skin. So make sure you protect your skin. I know sun is really good for us. Vitamin D is important. It's vital for our immune system. But don't forget about protection. So what I really recommend people to do is use sunscreen, but not just any sunscreen. I only learned this recently because I was just using factor. I was looking for SPF 50, SPF 100, but I didn't know that there are lots of really bad chemicals in those sunscreen. They are actually bad for us, like most of the cosmetic and skincare products. So when you look for sunscreen, make sure they are mineral based. So we got terrible sun damage, and this one got pigmentation. because of the sun. When your skin's got damaged by the sun, it's very, very hard to repair. So this is like most men don't use protection. So this is what I found. When you look for sunscreen, make sure they are mineral based, and if the sunscreen has all these ingredients, say no. So these are the two key ingredients when you look for sunscreens. I share that in my Facebook group, and I just changed my sunscreen. So I found a company which does all sorts of natural products, and I'm very happy. Also, there's another things we must remember is hydration of our skin, as I shared earlier. Collagen. Collagen. What is collagen? Collagen keeps our skin, keeps elasticity in our skin. When we age, a lot of us, like we know, if you were in my generations, your skin started to lose elasticity. It started to get droopy, and all that is because we were losing collagen, and also our collagen get damaged during the aging process. Make sure the collagen you consume is plant-based. If you consume collagen which are based on animal products, they are acidic. They are actually not good for us. I'm lucky to have found this company which produce most everything in 100% plant-based and naturals. And another thing is blood circulation. So look at my skin. Here there's one very good way to produce natural collagen is actually massage. Do you massage your face? Do you guys massage your face? I want to know how many of you, if you massage your face, type 1. How many of you actually massage your face? No? No one? How many of you massage your face? What does 2 mean? If you massage your face, type 1. Not all the time. Only 1, 2, 3. Wow, some of you do. That's great. You know, massaging the face is actually really, really important too. And yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, well, not all time. And yeah, some say yes, some say no. Okay. There are many ways to massage the skin, the face. I do face massage every Sunday in my Facebook group. It's 6 p.m. UK time. I don't know what time is it in Malaysia. I think maybe too late, but you can watch a replay. It's free, and you can just use Kangen beauty water or use face oil. This oil is also really, really good. It has amazing improvement on people's skin. So they done a study on this. So today, shall we do a small massage, facial massage? Do you want to do a facial massage? Raise your hands. A very simple one. Okay. Do I see enough? Yes. Okay. Right. When we do face massage, rule number 1, make sure your hands are clean, because we picked up a lot of pathogens and bacteria on the way. And I'm so lucky that I got what? Kangen water pH 2.5. It kills 99% of bacteria, viruses, and pathogens in 30 seconds. Then I can touch my face. Have you guys washed your hands already? Have you cleaned your hands with Kangen pH 2.5? Okay. All right. I think Karen is eating. She said she's eating. That's fine. Right, we just touched something. Actually, the year is actually really good. You ready? So actually pulling your ears up and let go. Pull, let go. Pull, let go. Pull, let go. Can you feel something started to? What are you feeling right now? Type well later. I want to know how you're feeling. You know what it does to your skin? Because there are a lot of nerves in your ears. It's sending neural impulses to your brain. It's actually really, really good for blood circulations. If you don't want to pull your ears, you can also rub your ears. It's the same effect. But when you press and pull, press and pull, press and pull, press and pull, I feel really, really warm. So this is really good for blood circulation. This is a really good tip to know. Another good way to know, another good way for blood circulation and collagen production is here. Yeah, really warm, right? I feel my ears burning. So this is, you can do this anywhere you go. You even, well, I don't know, you can't really do that when you're driving a car, right? Do maybe 1 year. 1 year, and then put the other year. Another good way is here. You pinch and let go, 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 because around here also there are lots of nerves connected. It's really good for blood circulation. Okay, and well, I'm not going to go through the whole facial massage. There's so many facial massage and Chinese acupuncture points. I'll just show you a very simple one here. You press here the Chinese acupuncture points, like so we just do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's highly recommended you do 100 a day. I'm not going to go through the whole 100. And also another one here. There's another Chinese acupuncture point here. Let's just do 20. It's highly recommended you do 100 as well. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There are facial muscles all around here. When we work out in the gym, we got muscles on like bicep, boom, right? But same thing here. You can do the same. There's hope for everyone. There's hope for everyone. When you look for, when skin products, make sure they are natural and make sure they don't have those harmful ingredients. It's very, very important. And also, there's one thing I changed is lip balm. Okay, lip balm. For years and years I was using this. Do you know what's this? Vaseline, petroleum jelly. Do you guys use the same? Like for years, because I try everything while I live in the UK. Sometimes, especially winter time, it gets so cold and my lips get really cracked and also almost like bleeding in between. So I try everything, right? Years and years. I was like, I don't know, it looks like Vaseline is the only way to keep my lips moist, but not quite. But actually, it's not good for us. It's made of petroleum. Petroleum is not good for us. Petroleum is for cars, not for humans. When we put this on our lips, we are eating them. So make sure what you buy is natural. I found a company which does that, and this is what I'm using. I'm not using any lipstick. Just shea butter. Look for the natural ingredients. Shea butter. So so that's all I say up to now, and I'm not going to touch about mind and spirit, because it's such a big topic to say this within such a short time. Mind and spirit is very important, and make sure just learn. I always learn from children. That's childlike and playful attitude. When we make mistakes, just we fell down and just get up and learn again, and just be open and flexible. When our body is not flexible, when our mind is not flexible, everything is not flexible. Okay, that's my advice to everyone. And I'm running a 30 days healthy living plan. If you are interested, message me. You can connect with me on Facebook. I think everyone is on Facebook, right? Or you've seen the poster or no, I can type. I'm going to type my email address here. You can email me or join my Facebook group. I'm running a 30 days Facebook healthy living plan, and my email address is lina@kangenwater.com. So if you're interested, message me. I'm here to serve you, to help you. I'm really passionate about health, and I want to serve all of you and help more Kangen leaders, distributors who, you know, live a healthier lifestyle. If you want to lose weight, I know a lot of people are eating too much during the lockdown. So this is a good way to reset your body, like press the reset button, like your computer, your phone, and feel new and energized again. So I think I've been talking for an hour now, right? So I'm going to pass it back to Jeffrey.
Wow, guys, an hour with Lina just felt like 10 minutes for me, right? I learned so much things today. In fact, I'm not sure about you guys, the tips that Lina shared with us on the face massage, I'm not sure for you guys, my ears still feel so warm, so comfortable right now. It just felt so amazing. Seriously, I learned so much today, Lina. All right, but Lina, we have a question on the chat box. All right, we will do some Q&A right now. Okay, the first question we have is from Sion Fale Fatal. All right, he mentioned that, can you clarify again between the alkaline and alkalis?
Okay. Alkaline, okay, there are lots of companies selling alkaline water. They actually, what they do, they put chemicals, they put minerals on the water. It's very easy to do. You just put some minerals and you change the pH. But the water is not alkalizing. You just change the pH, but it hasn't got active hydrogens, no electrons. It's actually, well, it doesn't have the amazing antioxidants like Kangen water. What Kangen water does is alkalizing. It puts your body back to balance. The scientific term is homeostasis. So those water which is alkaline, they put minerals on it. They are not, they are incapable to put your body in balance. They just change pH of the water. Okay.
Okay. Okay, we have one more question from Nazil Beham. He said, hi Lina, what is carcinogenic? I think
carcinogenic,
yeah.
cancerous, will cause cancer.
Yeah, this one, I think I posted it on the chat box. Yeah. I think it's a cosmetic ingredient. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cancerous. Google is your best friend. You can find out it. There are still a lot of things I'm still learning. There's still a lot of chemicals, the names, I don't know exactly what they are. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a trained beautician. I'm not a dermatologist. I'm just spent a lot of my time researching about things which are good for me, to keep me young and healthy, you know, internally and externally.
Well, I think, Lina, your result shows. All right, I can see your skin are radiant and glowing. All right, seriously, I couldn't figure out that you're actually 48 years old. All right, you look like a sister to me. Okay, okay.
I'm still your sister.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We have no more question today. Okay. All right, guys. Just some reaction engagement. How many of you actually get a great information and value from Lina today? Please press 1. All right. Come on, guys. All right. For me, I certainly get a lot of value. In fact, for me, I'm 30 years old this year. I know the secret on how to keeping forever young. Thank you so much today, Lina. All right. Okay, you see the floors are getting crazy, getting excited. All right, we have a question, another question from Irene Wee, Lina. Drinking boiled Kangen water, does it change the quality of the water?
So yes, when you boil Kangen water, it loses the antioxidants because you are changing the molecules of the water. It loses the electrons. So the water is still good, it's very good, but it the water that the boiled water really loses the antioxidants property. However,
Right,
the water is still microplastics.
okay,
I know most of you boil your water for tea, right? And it's good. It's highly suggested you drink. Advised that you drink warm water first thing in the morning. Don't drink cold water. Like most of us grew up in an environment, Chinese culture, but it's actually true. Traditional Chinese, Indian, and Tibetan medicine all tell people do not drink cold water because the first thing you wake up in the morning, or especially me living in a cold country, it's not good to drink cold water. So what should we do then? What should we do? Now I come up with a solution. I boil the water, I put it in a bowl, and I got the kind of metal cup. I put Kangen water in the metal cup, and I put the hot water, put the Kangen water inside the metal cup, and then put the hot water inside the bowl, and put the cup of Kangen water inside the bowl. So the water, Kangen water, get heated up from the outside, not the inside. So in that way, the water is still warm to drink, but it doesn't change the properties, the antioxidant properties. So this is another health hack I learned and happy to share with you guys.
Okay. Right. We have some audience that are trying to connect with you, Lina. So they it's from Caroline. She mentioned that your FB page, please, is it Forever Young or Healthy Living?
No, Forever Young, Forever Health. Let me show this, maybe share the screen. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm going to find the page and show you. It's a free. There's a picture of me doing a yoga pose. So many group with a similar name, but they are not me. So this, can you see? So this one, there's a picture of me. It's called Forever Young, Forever Health. That's me with long hair. I only just cut my hair like the end of January after Chinese New Year when I was in Malaysia. So this is my group. It's a private group, so you just click join. Then I'll see whether you're good enough to be accepted. I'm joking. Kangen distributors and leaders get VIP membership.
All right. All right, from Olivia. So what kind of sunscreen will you recommend?
Oh, okay. The one I use is the company I just found recently. They started in New Zealand. Which is called Arbonne, but they're not available in Asia. They're only available in America, Canada, UK, New Zealand, Australia, and Poland. So I just bought quite a few. Even the skincare products I use, they got the same mineral-based sunscreen. So that's the one I'm using. So another advice I'm going to give people is like, we women, we love using makeup, right? However, a lot of us don't pay attention. It's like there are lots of toxins, same like those toxins I show you in makeup, in cosmetics. Terrible. And because they're so bad for us. My eyes are super sensitive. I suffer from all sorts of eye problems since I was a kid. So I used to buy a lot of eye medication, but since I got Kangen water device, I just use pH 2.5. That's another story to share. So it's important that you use natural makeup, cosmetics, and do the cosmetic you chosen, make sure they don't have those harmful chemicals. I know it takes extra step. You can Google it. So we're so lucky we got internet these days. We can Google everything. Make sure the one you're choosing, you're putting on your eyes, they don't have those harmful chemicals. My eyes know immediately if there's some harmful chemicals, my eyes react to it immediately. And the one I just bought, there's like no reaction, so I know, because my eyes, my skin is super sensitive.
Okay. All right, just one more question. This is personally from me myself. You're an expert on this. You are talking about drinking water. So actually, how much of water are we supposed to drink in a day to be enough for our daily working life?
Well, it depends on how big, how tall you are, and depends what kind of activities you do, really, and depends on where you live, the weather conditions, the climate. If I were in Asia, like I was in Thailand, Bali, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, it was so hot early this year. I drank probably, I think would say 5 liters of Kangen water. But when I'm in the UK, I probably drink 2.5 or 3 liters of water. It depends. When I'm exercising a lot, then I drink a lot more water.
All right.
I would highly recommend people to drink at least 3 liters of water and choose the quality of the water you drink. If you haven't seen a Kangen demo yet, you haven't seen the pH test or ORP test, go to the person who invited you to this webinar and ask for it, because that is the fountain of youth.
Yes, I have to agree with that, right? Even with all my group people, even the prospect or my clients, I always tell them one secret thing, that Kangen is known as the fountain of youth. This is something that I agree on. All right. Okay. Do we have any more questions on the floor? All right, guys. We have invited Lina here to do a sharing. All right. Come on, guys. Any question that you want to ask Lina? Right. Do drop a question on the chat box.
Lina, right. I would like to say a big thank you to you. This is Gary Gunn here. I'm not sure if you are able to see me, but you are just simply awesome and amazing. Yeah, I keep telling everybody, you sure don't look 48. To me, maximum is 28, okay? You rock, man. Seriously, you are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Gary. I felt so honored to, to hear when I received the message. You said, "Oh, would you like to do a webinar?" I was like, "Oh my God!" I felt so honored. Thank you very much for to invite me to to come here to share.
It's our pleasure and our honor. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm okay, Jeffrey.
All right. Okay. We are very close to the end of our sections. Okay. So, any more questions do we have on the floor to ask Lina? All right. If no questions, I would like to say a special thanks to Lina for taking your precious time to give a sharing with us here today. Okay. Suppose we have Yani here, but Yani in fact lost connection, so I'll be your closing host today.
Okay. Jeffrey, just one a quick one, guys. Just for everybody's information, next Tuesday, which is Malaysian time and date, is a 14th of July. Next Tuesday at 11 a.m. in the morning, we are going to have the interview with the stars, and that person is none other than Bobby Gridelli. Bob Gridelli, the guy that appeared with Pat Boone. All right. So If you all want to come and learn some really good tips from Bob Gridelli, it's this coming Tuesday. It's Malaysian time, so you just need to go and find out what's the time and date in your place. Malaysian, Perth, and Singapore, we share the same time. 14th of July, Tuesday at 11 a.m. So don't miss this opportunity. Get all your people to come around. You'll be getting some, I'll be interviewing him personally. You'll be getting some amazing, awesome tips. All right. So that's a little bit of introduction. Over to you, Jeffrey, for the closing.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna unmute everyone to say, wow, Gary,